It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you're going to look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Play 1 and Prescott to the air. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
From the 41, Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll work down inside the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Green Bay's offense trots out, and just as it has been since week 1 of the 2008 season, Aaron Rodgers leads the way now in his 18th year in the National Football League.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give me credit. They took that shot. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will extend their lead even further. Distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it, a little kiss and in.
Yeah, unfortunately caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
It's game time. It's showtime to me, baby. Whatever it takes. I don't get back to us, boys.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
A give to Elliott running left. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Prescott now. It fights him off. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a draw play. This is Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Prescott on 1st down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Oh, he shifts past him. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Prescott from the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Marr is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Packers, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
That's what it is. That's what it is, man.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 38, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd and 4.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
10th carry now for Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Lamb. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Prescott yet again. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Fourth down, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll throw again. Prescott. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's what it is. That's what it is, brother. Let's go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Now the Packers get set to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On play action, now Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but a subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense once again up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Holding offense.
You gotta do a job, man.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Still 1st down.
Oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that will be incomplete. A 3rd down. He tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his receiver, Watson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On 1st down, Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Third and 4, and this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. Inside give to Elliott. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense, down by 8, 1:08 to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it first and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Able to find Jones. And another juke. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happier then.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but
I like where we're going with this stuff. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated.